So we are saying how to survive in A level at subjects. At what? Subjects. Now, I have a philosophy. It is called the Kasoma Faruq of Uganda philosophy. It's called Africa. It's called what? Africa. Africa in full means attempt all the required questions, if follow instructions, attempting all the required what? Questions, if follow instructions, R read extensively, I improve on handwriting, C concentrate on your work, and A attend to God. Now, we need to know how can you survive. Number one, writing a winning introduction. When you are introducing a question, you must have the ability to conquer the mind of someone who is marking. By the time he reaches at the point, he gets to know that you know each and everything. In other words, in introduction, you must conquer the mind of someone who is marking. Let's say if the question is about the collapse of Babylon monarchy, explain what was all about the Babylon monarchy. Include the key leaders who were in the Babylonian monarchy. So this means you must write a winning introduction. Your introduction must have the ability to conquer the mind of someone who is marking. Another one, writing many points. Let me tell you, this is a boundaries generation. Competition is everywhere. So to survive, you must write many what? Many points. Writing many points means you are in the game of competition. Like, what is the instance of writing many points? If one point has a problem, you'll get another one correct. But this doesn't mean to write wrong points. But you must write many what? Many points in order to survive in the competition. Another one, putting the point in the first line of the paragraph. When you are writing points, the point must be put in the first line of the what? Of the paragraph. So that when someone is marking, just get to know your points directly, even before looking at the what? The explanation. That is very, very important. Another one, analyzing the points. Analyzing the what? The points. Analysis means you go deep and explain what caused the thing. You don't just give a point, because the issue is not about, let's say if it's European history, the issue is not about the character of King Louis XVI, but you must have the ability to explain how the character led to the French what? Revolution. Say, King Louis XVI had a poor character. He was easily influenced by the wife. He was a kind of a king who could cry in heated what? Debate. When that debate was so hot, he used to cry in the what? In the meeting. So you're explaining the character. When he took political power, when he was 20 years, he said, it is as if the heaven is going to fall on me today. So a man feared the responsibility. Altogether. So you must have the ability to go deep and analyze the point. Another one, putting examples in the essay. When you're writing your essay, you must put what? Examples. This will show someone who is marking that really you know what you are talking about. Another one, we are like saying today, balancing the two papers. Balancing the two what? Papers. But if it's a history, altogether, if there are 3 papers, also you balance the 3 what? Papers. Are you getting my argument? So you need to balance the papers. Passing one paper and failing the other, you cannot get it right. So in this case, you need to balance up the papers. Because if you pass one and fail the other, you cannot get it right. Another one, putting a standpoint where it is what? Required. For example, the two-sided questions. Assess the role. Examine the role. To what extent? How successful? All those are to what? Sided. So you need to make sure that you put a standpoint. And in a standpoint, the side where you have more arguments becomes a larger what? Extent. That is very, very important. Another one, we are like saying connecting the points to the question. If the question says, account for the collapse of dictatorship in Russia by 1917, if it's modern Europe, yeah? When you are connecting, you say, hence leading to the collapse of dictatorship. Altogether, you respect the language of the question. That is very, very important. So this makes us believe that when you're explaining, really, you need to be intentional to be able to survive in unsurvivable situation. At a time, even when everyone is failing, you need to do what? To pass. Another one, choosing wisely. When it comes to choice, you must choose the easiest what? Questions. Don't choose a number because your friend has done the same number. You must choose the easiest on your side. So choice is very important. Choice means that you have the ability to choose well. Like someone may know things, but if he doesn't choose well, he will not get it right. So choice is very important. Another one, writing the points in chronological order. There are cases where you need to write the points in chronological what? Order of years. If it's a question, if it's modern Europe, and it's the question of World War I, the last point must be the assassination at where? At Sarajevo. Because you are writing the points in chronological what? Order of years. If it's French Revolution of 1789, the last point must be calling of the Estates General meeting. Except if they have said to what extent did the calling of the Estates General meeting, their calling must be one altogether, the first part. But if it's a direct question, the points must be in chronological what? Order of years. That is very, very important. Another one, avoid misinterpretation of the question. You cannot survive if you misfire. You misfire a number, you cannot get it right. So you must avoid doing what? Misfiring. Because when you misfire a number, you cannot get it right. So when it comes to choice, choose wisely. Read the questions well so that you avoid misfiring. Friends, if you misfire a number, you cannot get it right. So I tell you, rise up beyond the ordinary. Let me tell you, you cannot change the past, but you can change the future. If you failed the other time, you cannot change it, but you can change the what? The future. So it's upon us to change the future now. To change the future now. So in this game, it's about the game of choice. Choose the easiest one question. This will help you to be different, and in turn, you are going to get it right. So choice of questions is very important. So in this case, you know